I begin to speak with a question that lingers in me. The question that this is the democracy. We live in a democratic country. But where are the OBCs in it? Does this country, does this parliament, does legislative assembly have OBCs in it according to the number of the population which OBC is in this country? Does the parliament have weavers or the daughters of the potters? Do they have barbers? Do they have someone like Karpuri Thakur right now in the parliament? Do they have many BP Mandals? Do they have Lalu Prasad Yadav? Do they have Mulayam Singh? I mean, I'm talking about all those OBC leaders who reached there because of the Mandal Commission, not Mandal Commission because they brought Mandal Commission, so we reached here, but they reached there through their struggles. Because of the constitution, we are seeing Baba Saheb Ambedkar behind us. Because of Savitribai Phule, Jyotiba Phule, who brought education and made that education available for all of us. But when I stand here, a question is in my mind as well. We have reached universities, but not in the quantity and in the numbers we should have reached there. The population is more than 60%, but the reservations which we got in universities and jobs, that's only 27%. Right now, what we are demanding here is reservations in legislative assemblies and the parliament like SCs and STs have. Why? We were talking right now about Gangaji, that she was elected in the Bar Council of India after reservations were implemented by the order of the Supreme Court. If it was not implemented, it would have been difficult for her to reach where she reached. That's why reservations in the parliament are necessary for all of us, and it's a right. It's a right. We are not begging for it. It's a right what we deserve, what we need. And that will be justice served to the most biggest chunk of population in this country, that is other backward classes. I am from Bihar. Bihar, where Karpuri Thakur became chief minister, coming from EBC. He came from Baba community. And you know, when he was elected as chief minister, after even being elected as chief minister, the most powerful position one could hold in a state, what was said against him? By the castists, it was said, Kar Karpuri Kar Pura, Chhod Gaddi Dharastura, which means that leave your chair and use that, right now I would call it, use razor, which is your job. Cut nails, cut hairs, but don't sit on the chair. This sentence was used even after he became chief minister. When he was in Gandhi Maidan, he was saying that we want reservations for OBC community, and he formulated a commission called Mungeri Lal Commission and brought 26% reservations, in which 12% of OBCs got reservation and 8% of EBCs got reservation. And you know, when he did it, he was sitting in Gandhi Maidan, and then the prime minister who was during his tenure, he said something against reservation in Gandhi Maidan during evening. And in the night he came and Karpuri Thakur implemented reservation. So we need persons more like him, more like Karpuri Thakur. What happened after him? After him, Mandal Commission came. But the whole history of reservations did not start there. Kaka Kalelkar Committee was formed. More than 3,000 OBCs, more than 3,000 castes of OBCs were seen, but nothing was given to them. It was like we say in Hindi, usko thande baste mein dal diya gaya. Nothing was done. But after it, then came Karpuri Thakur in Bihar, and then came Lalu Prasad ji, VP Singh, Arjun Singh, and then Mandal Commission was formed, and even not all the 40 demands are implemented. 2, 3 just. And it's just in education and in jobs. But again, we remember, as a youth, I'm standing here, but I have read history. I have seen videos of people burning themselves alive against OBC reservation. Women sitting outside universities saying, we will get unemployed husbands. We do not want unemployed husbands. I mean, Mandal Commission came for OBC reservation. It was not said so that women from upper caste will get unemployed husbands. That was not mentioned in the Gazette. So why were they protesting against it? We have seen all those times, and we have seen our leaders who tried so hard to implement even reservations in education. It was Arjun Singh in 2007, 2008 that the OBCs got reservation in universities, and because of that reservation, thousands and lakhs of us are reaching universities, reading our own history and understanding what we need and what our society needs, what OBC needs. And that's why we are here to talk about what is the requirement. Why do we need reservations in parliament or legislative assemblies? It's very simple. In politics, in the number game always matters. It matters for making policies. If we are not there in the parliament, who will make policies for us? If we are not in the parliament, who will think about the jobs for us? Who will think about education for us? I mean, recently a data was published. From 2020 to 2024, you know how many OBCs were appointed as IS officers? Only 4.4%. Although there is 27% reservation. How many IPS officers? Only 5%. And the numbers are more worrisome. They are horrifying numbers. And although 27% reservation is there, but still it's not implemented. So if someone is not there in the parliament to raise this issue, who will think about us? Who will construct policies for us? I still remember in Bihar, when 17 months government was formed of Tejaswi Yadav, being deputy CM, he conducted caste survey in Bihar. Because he pressurized the CM, and even BJP had to agree for it in Bihar. So he pressurized everyone, and caste survey was conducted. What was found out? We had data. We had data of how many OBCs, which caste owns how much land, which caste does not have bicycle, which caste has a lot of land, who is in jobs, who is not in jobs, who is unemployed. Everything was found out, and accordingly we increased reservations. It was increased 65%. Even those who were from marginal sections and were very poor, they were offered 2 lakh rupees. But the government was only for 17 months. It fell because Nitish Kumar switched and he went with BJP, and this 65% reservation was not implemented. It was challenged in the court, and then the OBCs, the number of jobs which could have increased because of the increased reservations, that did not come. That's why I'm saying, who will talk for us? It's us who will talk for us. We do not want other voices. We can represent ourselves. We are strong enough. Our forefathers, our Nayaks, Mahanayaks, Nayikas, they have done enough for us. The 19th century was formulated, forged beautifully, and it was fought by Phule Dampatti. The 20th century, the constitution was built for all of us by Baba Saheb Ambedkar, and this is 21st century, which is to be led by us. That's why we are here. We are here asking not only just reservations for OBCs men, we also demand reservations for women. Because if women are not there, who will frame policies for them? I mean, I was on the way, and I believe that for women, there were very few toilets in the way. If women were there, they could have thought better for themselves. If OBCs were there, they could have thought better for themselves. They could have planned for themselves what do they need. So that is why I'm saying, even in the women reservations, you saw the discussions were going on in the parliament, no? 2-3 days back only. And we were demanding OBC reservation, quota within quota we were demanding for women, SCs, STs, OBCs. I mean, this is a nation where everyone is not just born with name, but also with a title. They are born with castes. The moment they are born, the caste goes behind them. As Baba Saheb said, no, it's like a demon. It will always follow you back, and it will never let you be liberated. That's why when I say we want quota within quota, why do we want it? Because in this nation, it's not just men who are born with castes, it's also women. And when it's women from Dalit communities, OBC communities, scheduled tribe communities, they suffer on two levels, from the patriarchy and from the caste as well. That's why we are demanding quota within quotas. And when our women reach there, then they can think about their families, the policies which we need. And that's why I said we want in the parliament to see more and more and more of Phulan Devi, Mayawati ji, Rabdi Devi ji, Bhagwati Devi ji, all those women who have suffered in the hands of casteism, who have suffered and ignited and liberated themselves. They fought for themselves. We don't want more of Kangana Ranawat, Hema Malini, who can't even speak for us, who don't even understand. I mean, they come down from the helicopter, they just put this what we call in Hindi, I would say rice on this, and they just get photo shots. They just perform photo shoots. They won't even know what is the price of the seed. What is the price of the fertilizer? Would they know it? Would they know how much heat the women go in the fields and then they put the crops in there? How do they plow it? Will they know it? That's why I say, with experiences, we know what we need, what our pain is, what is our agony, what is our suffering, and accordingly, we want our representation over there in the parliament. Because we need someone to speak there, our own language, our own suffering. We want someone to reach there, not just as symbolically, but someone who has experienced it to the core. And when Dr. Ala said that we want you here because we are demanding reservations for OBC communities in parliament and legislative assemblies, at the moment, and Suraj ji also informed me, I said, definitely I'll go there. Because before elections also, our leader, Tejasvi Prasad Yadav, he was raising the same issue. When the BJP government, the NDA government, announced that they agreed for caste-based census. So we also demanded that after caste-based census, OBCs also need their right. They need reservations, and this is their birthright. Because this community has been marginalized educationally and socially. Although we are so many castes within OBCs, but what we lack is unity. We have, I asked Dr. Ala how many OBCs castes are here in Andhra Pradesh. He told me many names like God, he said, Yadavs, he said, Nai, he said. There was also Muddiraj, he said. So they are different communities. But together they are OBCs. That is what Mandal Commission did. It brought all of us together below one umbrella. That is Mandal Commission. But till now, not even the demands have been implemented. It's just 2-3. And when I said I will come here for this talk, I also had in mind that we have to be very alert right now. Reason being, in the parliament it was said that by our Grih Mantri ji, by our Home Minister, that we are doing caste census. But you see the questions and the gazette, it does not mention OBC. It does not mention OBC. And if we are not counted, then how will claim our right? If we are not counted. I mean, in this country, goats are counted, buffaloes are counted, cows are counted, everyone counted. Why not OBC? Why not us? Why not 60% of population, 65% of population? They are afraid because they know once we know our power, once we know our strength, once we know what we lack, and once we know how and why we are discriminated, we'll stand united and ask for what is our birthright, our reservations to be increased and reservations to be implemented in parliament and legislative assemblies. That's why they are afraid. And when I said we need to be alert because our Home Minister said, अभी घरों की गिनती हो रही है, घरों की जातियां नहीं होती. घरों की गिनती हो रही है माने the houses are being counted and there is no caste to the house. No caste? Are you joking? I mean, in India, if you go in, I don't know what is the situation here in Andhra right now, but in Bihar, if you go, we have Chamar Toli, we have Dusad Toli, we have Yadav Toli, we have, that is called Guwad Toli. So every community and clan, the houses and the localities, they are segregated, separated castes. And Amit Shah ji is saying, घरों की जातियां नहीं होती हैं जातियां, आपको नहीं पता होगा क्योंकि आपने वो दंश नहीं झेला. You might not be knowing it because you did not suffer, and that's why you stand there and say it blatantly that घरों की जातियां नहीं होती. And I am saying all of us to be alert, because we do not believe Bharatiya Janata Party. We do not believe them that they'll conduct the caste census, because they are run by Nagpur. And Nagpur does not even till now allows OBCs in their office, SCs, STs in their office. And they'll let the government form policies for all of us. That's why when I stand here, I am just having a dream of a parliament where a girl, a daughter of a weaver is sitting in the parliament. A daughter of a barber, a son of a barber is sitting over there in the parliament. Kurmis, Kahars, Pals, Chaurasia, Yadavs, everyone. We want whole Bahujan community to be represented over there. If this SC, ST reservations was not there, do you believe they would have even reached the parliament, reached the legislative assemblies? They are being, I would say, उनकी सीटों पर समेट दिया गया है. They are only allowed, they are only, the parties also, majority of them, give tickets to SCs, STs only in the reserved seats, not in the general seats. So if they did not have reservations, do we think that they would have reached there? We must remember our history. Till 1977, 1980s, it was only 11% of OBCs who were present in the parliament. But after Mandal Commission, their numbers increased. But if I remind you of Lok Sabha elections, 17th Lok Sabha elections, you know, in 543 seats, 232 MPs were from upper castes. Their numbers is few, but the representation is over. It's over-representation. And OBC's number is 60 to 65%, and we are not represented even 11, 15, 20%. And right now also, when they said that OBC's representation has increased to 26%, let us remind them, it was not BJP who gave tickets to OBCs in that many numbers. It was different parties like RJD, Samajwadi Party, all different parties who gave us tickets, and that's why many OBCs, EBCs reached there. So if we have reservations, we'll claim it. We'll have as many MPs, as many MLAs we'll want. And in the general seats also we'll have them. So at least minimum of 27% we'll claim. No. That's why we are demanding reservations. I mean, here are many speakers sitting, so I'll try to conclude myself, and I'll conclude myself with a dream which I have, a dream to see many of women in the parliament who have the reflection of Savitribai Phule in them, who have the reflection of Jyotiba in them. We have a dream to see many more Lalu Prasad ji, Mayawati ji's in the parliament, so that we can bring that golden era back where we were represented and claim it, and we can increase it right now. We have a dream that sons and daughters of potters, weavers, barbers, palanquin carriers, all of them reach in the parliament. We have the dream that OBCs is not marginalized anymore, and we claim what is ours. We have a dream that parliament is inclusive, not exclusive. We do not want to be on the marginal side. We want to be our own voices. We do not want anyone else to raise our voice when we can speak for ourselves. We do not want to be muted, because we can speak, and we know how to speak, and we know how to claim what is ours. So we have to reach in the parliament in many large numbers. We have to reach in legislative assemblies, and that can happen only with unity. No matter how many castes are in OBC category. But what we know, constitutionally, we are OBC. and we have to remain united, and then only we'll claim what is ours. And unity will come when we follow the footsteps of our forefathers, like Ram Manohar Lohia, who said, "San sopane bandhi gaad, pichda pave sau mein saath." So pichda, the OBCs, they have to claim the 60%, what is theirs. If we are the community, what we call is Kamera Varg. We have built this nation, we have built the buildings, we weave, we provide all sorts of work. When we are suitable for all sorts of work, why we are not suitable for being MPs? Why we are not suitable for being MLAs? This is our question, and with that question, I'll end my note, and I'll end it with what Laluji said. Maybe I did not give them heaven, but I give them voice. He gave us a voice, and with that voice, we speak fearlessly, ferociously, and we'll raise that demand, pichda pave sau mein saath, what is our right, and 60% we'll claim. Thank you, all of you. Long live social justice, long live gender justice.